Alright, we are live. EU playoffs are going. I'm just waiting for final confirmation from YouTube that we are go. It looks like we are. So far, we're looking solid right here. Let's quickly go into this. We have some great games going on here. First up, we're watching Bananas versus Lords right here. This is going to be great. After that, we will be watching Winners Bracket 2.2, so International versus Windy and Seaworth versus ELGR. We're going to see exactly who wins right there. I know Cthulhu is watching Winners Bracket Run 1, so if you want to go over to his channel, you can. That's over off on Twitch and I believe Facebook. So go over there, give him some love, say hi for me. And over here we've got just Lords versus Bananas. Now if we look at the Round Robin Friday, while we still wait for everyone to get into matches right here. Yep, right here, perfect. The first, we are watching Bananas versus Lords, pretty much middle of the pick. Bananas has a lead by 3, but Lords at 9. Really the top contenders over here is Circus and Armada with Seaworth right behind that. So we're going to definitely be looking forward to seeing that second day match here, or the second round match. We are doing best of 3s here. So of today, we got International Windy, Seaworth, ELGR. They're pretty good contenders, but Bananas versus Lords, this should be a tight game. I'm looking forward to this. Especially I'm looking forward to the EU versus NA. Wondering if there's going to be any differences on that. That could be quite interesting. So, Bretta, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Let's see. I think anyone else excited? I'm excited. I've got everything. I got my energy drink because it's early enough. Let's go. And everything, we are starting to see people file in. So let's go in the game. Let's see what we are seeing here. So I've got Belfast, Hyuga, Gascon. We did see a Gascon yesterday, and it does bring out a lot of punch. Unfortunately, the rest of the team didn't typically back it up, so we'll see how this goes. But Belfast, Hyuga, those are pretty much almost always there. I definitely don't agree with the Hyuga all the time, but it does have raw firepower. It does have a lot. It just can't take a hit at all. It tends to die pretty darn quick. So let's see. We are on Deadlock off the bat. Let me see. We got Deadlock, Golden Channel, and Frozen Shelter. With Deadlock, I think really the most interesting thing. Let's see if we can do a little annotate and draw while we wait for some people to come in here. So Deadlock, if it wants to give me it, come on. No, it does. Annotate and draws does not want to work today. No, annotate and draws does not want to do today. Darn. Really? I'm just gonna redo this off the bat. We're gonna do this live. We're waiting for people to join in anyways. So we got some time here. Excited for another Tier 7 game. I know, right? Tier 7 actually has a lot of high contenders. I'm up for it. I'm all up for it. Hey, Angel, how's it going? Does seem like I fixed chat, which is great. Fixed a bunch of different things. Oh, annotate and draws in here. You might have to go grab it. Darn. But yeah, so Deadlock, it's going to be who takes the middle cap. A and C kind of tend to be the contested areas, though sometimes you will see just C or A just forgotten. So we're gonna see some map play here, and I want to see how many DDs EU side is bringing, because it's an interesting pick with 3. If you bring 3 DDs, you can try to go for cap control. We saw yesterday, actually, I think it was POP versus, or no, it was Rage. Rage absolutely brought in 2 DDs, didn't matter, just they killed it. So yep, let's see how this shapes up. We still got a few more. Paul Tava coming in. That's a pretty staple of Tier 7 competitive matches, if I can talk here. Admiral Hipper, though, is an interesting pick. There really isn't any other great pick besides maybe the Bismarck for your Tier 8 battleship. Admiral Hipper is great at killing DDs with that AP, and it has pretty decent HE, actually, overall. So it's quite a surprise. Shen Yang coming in, that's pretty good staple. And then the Sims, slow torps, but pretty good ones, yep. Yeah, stream delay, they requested a 3-minute delay on EU side, so sorry, it's a little longer. I wish it was that, but this is their tournament. I'm just here as an observer. So So we're just here sitting. Hopefully everyone is having a good day. A little cheers for all the competitors today. Good luck. Have fun. Looking forward to some good matches here. I'm just here studying other players, considering this is my first Rulers of Waves. Oh, yeah, definitely. And just a reminder, I have all of the old matches and all the old stuff on different playlists on my channel. So if you want to go back and watch, you also can go do that. I think I've been watching since Rulers of Wave 9, almost for a full year now. So I think I did a small stint of Rulers of Wave 8, but I didn't actually keep the VOD, if I'm remembering. So we're still waiting for the first game here. I believe we have Lords in this group. I don't know everyone here, so sorry if I'm going to screw some people up. But if it go Team A versus Team B, I'm guessing Bananas is up top. So, and last time, if I'm remembering right, Bananas did pretty well. So we're gonna see. But Lords is a strong contender as well. I know Edvin. He definitely has killed me plenty of times. So know that that's a good player. Okay, we got this. We got this. Moving in. Let me just confirm that. Actually, I can just talk. What am I doing? I've got Red right here. You got Red with me. Hey, Red.
Yeah.
Team A is Bananas, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure. So, thank you. I'm guessing Star is good with the amount of coverage you are doing this weekend. She's actually working this weekend, and it is like legitimately. I have a full-on undershirt and everything. It is freezing in this house, so I'm glad to be under these stream lights to be warm. It is. I think it was like -5 this morning due to wind chill. So, yep. Also, she's doing just fine. I'm taking good care of her. We are waiting for everyone. So, Ashitaka, that came a lot. West Virginia is another great pick there. Talon, that's an interesting one. And the Hyeda. The recent Hyeda buffs have really helped it overall become basically a tier 7 Cossack. So I'm definitely totally up for that. Let's see, are we about to go in? We'll keep the music going until we can't. So Deadlock, we've got Lords versus Bananas. Or Bananas versus Lords if we go in Team A to B. So let's see, we're still waiting for Shenyang to ready up, but yeah, the Talon, rough pick, but let's see if it works out. We'll see. It might work. Hyeda, though, that's an interesting pick. It's basically a tier 7 Cossack now with its capabilities. I don't know if that's actually really a great pick. We only have 2 DDs in the bottom, so we have a 2-2-3 set up on both sides. Looks like we're good. Yep, we're just waiting. And of course, power save mode. I gotta stop that one from charging the game. We are going in Domination Dreadlock. Let's go in. Admiral Hipper is a newer pick for me within this tournament, so that's we'll see how that works out. And same thing with the Hyeda. I'd love to see. It does have some pretty decent, overall setup, and especially with the additional fuel smoke that I got recently from a buff, it's a pretty solid ship overall. I still decommissioned mine on my account just because I think there's a lot better ships, but of course with that nation limit on these games, you do the better ships of course are taken over by other better ships in other classes like the Belfast instead of the Jervis. So right here, let's do a little scan around over here. Lord Nelson going for A. The DD down south. Tomahawk going for C. Looks to be pretty much similar on each side. Let's quickly go over and look at, we got Belfast, Sims, Admiral Hipper. This might be a bit of trouble for the DD going to A on Banana's side. Let's see, Hyuga going in middle. Hyuga is not a... Yesterday we did not see it going by itself and never really working out. It's good with another battleship, especially if those Gascon there just to tank just a little bit more. Not to say that the Gascon can really tank. So let's quickly go up into top view. We've seen the 2 games. Let's see as this plays out. We've got the Poltava, Gascon moving in nice and close. The Shenyang and Shenyang cannot really attack each other too well because, of course, they're deep water torpedoes. And the Belfast being right there is definitely a great way to shut down that Shenyang. But can the Poltava and the Gascon shut down the Belfast. You know, you can hide and smoke, but at this level of play, are you really hiding? Probably not. Both teams have pretty much given up on B, and I'm wondering if Bananas will send in Boss into B and just grab it. But unfortunately, that means it's alone by itself in the middle of a crossfire. Probably not a best place for West Virginia. Lord Nelson is falling back with the Haida. The Haida is really good at running away, so that's a pretty good thing with those fuel smokes. Let's see, Ashitaka pushing back on that. We have Belfast, not too much damage here and there. Tomahawk has taken a little bit of damage down here, but realistically, we're just kind of waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. I'm wondering who's going to take B first, and I have a feeling Tomahawk's going for B, so Bananas is looking to go towards B, so that would be a good call on them. Haida, yep, absolutely. Lord Nelson and Urban, I would definitely be pulling back. That is a lot of firepower, especially with the two cruisers mixed in with the Haida and the Sims. That's definitely, they have A. Just give it to A, back away, let them burn down, and let your crew down here focus on killing the smaller crew that Lords have brought, and focus on that. Tomahawk going in for the flank on that side. Maybe probably launching some torpedoes as well, but we're gonna see Merlin waiting for the pullout right here with the Shenyang right there. Just AP from the Belfast. Perfect, nice shots right there. You don't have to worry about those torpedoes because they're deep water. We're gonna see if Merlin can help secure this kill. Tomahawk pushing in, Gascon's going right there. Now up here, we still have Urban taking a good amount of damage up there. But Urban's doing a great job. Just basically make yourself a very slim line. Make sure it's harder to hit and just kind of slow this flank down. That's all you have to do while you let your other flanks handle and actually carry two caps at this point. So we're going to see as the southern fleets can actually go up against each other and start doing everything. Brimstone in the Bismarck has taken a good amount of damage. Unfortunately, Gascon is a dangerous ship. You got some really good, accurate, fast-firing guns. It's taken a good bit of damage. That Talon really will not be able to hold off that Gascon for long, as Talons tend to go. C, we are getting a swap for Lords on C. Nope, never mind. It looks like they're just going to flip it right there. Merlin doing a great job holding that cap. Belfast is a great territorial and cap bully. Haida, Lord Nelson versus Austria. Lords versus Bananas. Let's see, Edvin really needs to get back into the fight. They still have the West Virginia with a lot of health, but at the exact same time, Urban is just taking two of these off. It looks like they've let Doris just stay there. And actually, that was quite a surprise down there. Somehow Brimstone and the Talon eliminated the Gascon. Great work on that down there. I'm sorry I missed it. We've got the Poltava taking a good bit of damage with Tomahawk sending off torpedoes. A Poltava is strong, but against this, it's going to be a bit of trouble there. Let's see as we keep on going through. The caps are still being led by Bananas, but they're starting to get some kills in. They're starting to really do that, but just Bananas is getting those kills as well. I think Bananas played the flanks better, and that's really the problem there. Now we're going to see, can Bananas keep the lead? They need to get that cap back, and because there's no one down there, keep that cap adding points. That way you can focus and fight at B. If they can get rid of the Shenyang up there, that would be perfect. But Lords Austria is definitely creating a problem for them. We're going to see if maybe the Belfast can help deny that. Ooh, probably not going to be a good day for Austria right here. Yep, there goes that. Nice work on that Marlin from Bananas, taking down that. And that's I have a feeling that's pretty much the win, as long as they can prevent too many losses, because they have the two caps. They can hold the two caps with the Shenyang and the Belfast. This Belfast out here is probably going to help finish off the Boss. Yeah, Boss is definitely going down next, but they still have the Talon, which the Talon can definitely hurt that Shenyang up there, can definitely hurt the Hyuga. The Hyuga's armor is not really set up to stay around that long. Yep, Boss ship going down from Doris. This is a tight game. I think it just come down to cap play at this point. I think it's just going to come down, so let's see. Lord Nelson taking down La Matisse in that. Nice work, nice work. Yeah, this was a tight game, but I think it came down to cap control. I don't think they can. Can they kill anyone else? Edvin might still be in the works for dying, but I think he got away. I think he got away just fine. Yeah, I think he got away. The Talon's accurate, but not that accurate. Merlin's got to run, but I don't think these two have enough firepower. No, nope. That's not enough. That's not enough. Good cat play on Banana's side. That was very good. What'd you all think in chat? It looks like everyone is talking in chat right there. Bananas 1-0. We are game one of three, so we'll be moving on to game two pretty there. Um, Our model red. Yep. My tactic is Steve. Yeah, right. Great plays, especially from the Talon. That was kind of an interesting pick, but I think those 180s, they can smack. They can do pretty well there. Merlin, great job on all that work with the Belfast. Hyuga Advent showing that it can do a lot of damage, but I think it just doesn't, not that punchy. It's not that great. At least in my opinion. Let's see. Can you turn up your game quality a bit? I probably can. I'm in a match, so I really can't do anything from here. So maybe I can quickly change it. But yeah, I think I probably could with it being spectating. Though I'm just spectating from the top. I'm not really sure how much it's gonna help. So wasn't even gonna be able to go to this ruler base, but Golden asked me like 5 minutes before. And I'm already doing the Coliseum. Yeah, might as well, yeah. And, hey, you got time. Hey, you might get a free tier 8, tier 7, or tier 6 ship. Who knows? It's worth a shot. So, nah, nukes, that's just quality all the time in the stream. I'm assuming it's the highest that's possible. I don't think it's the highest that's possible due to AO being a problem whenever I stream. It just doesn't make sense to actually put AO on, which is the highest. Ambient occlusion does not make sense in this game, and it literally looks like a filter. I'm like, they need to buff it. They need to buff it, and they need to work it. Graphics in this game need to change anyways. I was wondering if you're gonna start playing Ruler Wave since you started in the console. Yep. Oh, so far I was talking about Steve. That's right. We are waiting. We are in game 2. Center control. Golden channel. So center control, a little bit of a change up here. I don't think I saw any changes on ships, but we'll quickly go through and span around the fleets to see exactly what everyone is running. Make sure we're all good here. Go over to free view, so let's watch it. We got West Virginia Bismarck. Look at that beauty shot right there. All these ships. Go over there. We still have the Talon. Kind of still an interesting pick for me. If I can actually go forward. Let's go. I wish I could double tap and go even faster. And speed. Yeah, I don't think there was any changes on the ships. Yep, nope, not. So we're gonna see. Once again, we have a 2-2-3, so the DDs are gonna get into cap immediately. Try to help out and play there. Let's go up into top view right here, and actually, as the first shots are going, let's see. Let's just make sure I'm not at the highest, but I'll change it. I'll change it for you, Steve. I'll change it for you. There you go. Now you got it. So as we go, we have Austria with the Sims. I have a feeling, launch out torpedoes. You never know when you're gonna catch a ship. Sometimes at this early of the game, you're not gonna be firing off your torpedoes accurately, so might as well send out a few. Might catch a few fish on somebody, especially if you were to shoot at Merlin's spot right there. Almost everyone goes right where Merlin is on this map. So you're able to almost catch people all the time, 1 or 2, which, hey, that's a start. Lords getting hit max with Poltava right there. Large hit. We do have... No, those are deep waters. I wish I could see deep waters better on this. Just got a little bit... It does look like the Talon took a little bit of damage. Trying to go for almost a flanking maneuver, but pretty dangerous. Edvin hugging the island, getting all their guns over there. The Admiral Hipper is going for a flank. Probably, if they can, the West Virginia might shut him down. But if he can, when Merlin backs up, having an Admiral Hipper there, just absolutely citadel the crap out of the Belfast. That'd be a perfect spot for the Admiral Hipper to root out that Belfast. Hey, Army Vet, how's it going? Max getting a gun taken out. Yep. A little bit of a traffic jam over there with the Talon and Ashitaka. A little slow. Yep, right here you're seeing just shoot some torpedoes, and Merlin's taking 2 right there. Just, hey, sometimes you just send them off and you're gonna hit 1 or 2, and that just made him burn a repair kit. Maybe someone can light fires on him or something like that. So, uh, we got some long range torpedoes on the Gascon. Max getting taken down in the Poltava. That's a key and critical ship. The Poltava is a dangerous ship. Right here, what you're seeing is the Ashitaka and Bismarck. This is a lot of firepower in one, and Brimstone is giving the Ashitaka its tankiness right in front of it. So this is a great maneuver right here. I would also probably, I think the Talon was meant to go with this crew right here, but staying back is a little less health, and you are going to have better focus fire at this level. But you have the Bismarck absolutely going in for a flank on Phillips man right there. Massive hit between those two. A lot of firepower. Now this is where the Talon needs to try to move up, or they need to have a DD or something help out, because right here the Shenyang will be pushing back. These two have no screen. They have no capability of knowing if a DD is really firing on them, so they can't focus firing. Instead of, they have to actually focus firing and stay alive. So this right here, this is a hard hit on both of them, but Brimstone mostly protecting and taking those hits. Bismarck is tanky, so that works out. But right here, you do have a lot of firepower just sitting right there, waiting for them to come around too far. Phillips man is going down, so right now the battleships are down on Lord's team, and Bananas is taking them out 1 by 1. This is great focus fire. I'm waiting to see. I'm guessing the Admiral Hipper is next. Guessing the Admiral Hipper is next, because we got some fire coming in there, hitting. Just a miss right there. Let's see. Yep, we have got more fire on that side. We have Brimstone going in for the brawl. Just, hey, get in, pop that secondary overload. You're tanky enough. Urban, yep, weighing a little bit back. The Ashitaka is not as tanky, but you're capable of doing a lot of damage, and you might just want to wait. Of course, you got Tomahawk just sending, you got Lord Nelson taking out that thing. Edvin taking out the Hyuga. Brimstone does have to watch out, but does have sonar to be able to watch out for those torpedoes from the Shenyang. So great work on that. Let's see. Yep, Austria taking a good bit of hits. I think Lords, I almost want to say they played it a little too safe. That's my first thought. I'd love to know everyone's thoughts in chat on this. But I think they played it a little too safe, and Bananas got a push on this left side and was actually able to make it work. Brimstone doesn't even need to worry about those sort of sim torps. They hurt, but they're not going to finish them off. And Austria is getting taken down and ripped apart there. Good job, Bananas. 2-0 on Lords. I want to, let's see, the first one was definitely cap control. The second one was, there was an actual push, and maybe the Gascon, that's another pick where I just don't, it needs to work with other ships. It's not tanky enough to hold it off, and the Bismarck really is that right amount of tankiness that you can be a tip of the spear. Brimstone doing a great job right there. Great work. And Austria on that. So great jobs to, and great work to Bananas for 2-0ing that. And it looks like we are bopping out here. I will be going, let's see, the next match will be winner's bracket round 2. Let's put up some music. Let's actually make sure. Red, do I stay in this area, or do we change out? I'm guessing I stay here. I want to say. Yeah, I guess I am. I'm just going to stay wherever Red tells me. So let's quickly go back into and go over coverage here. Let's update the strain. Let's see anything else. Okay, so we have Monopoly Circus 2-0ing it. Yeah, the automatic, was it tomato friendlies or something like that? Tomato friendlies. So 2-0ing that. Windy versus International Mono. Windy winning right there. We will be watching whoever, Seaworth and ELGR, whoever wins out of winner's bracket round 1.4. So we're watching winner's bracket 2-2 right here. Monopoly Circus will be going up against Bananas next. So good game. 2-0 off the bat. Let's go. Yeah, that Talon pick, I still don't see it, but we have seen some interesting plays from it, so maybe I'm just not seeing it. Who knows? We'll find out. Maybe. So, we are waiting for the next round, and people... Oh, actually... Yep, let me quickly make sure that everything's good. Red. We'll find out. Let's see, got some friend requests on this side. So, let's see what's chat saying. Yeah, Red Gaming, you're grinding that, trying to get that Cossack. Nice. You can't type. Yeah, it happens. Don't worry about it. Just don't put a link in chat. Streamlabs will kill you. We'll nuke that. Not bad. It was Nuke's not complaining me. 4v4 is a total different beast. 7v7 is a bit tougher in my opinion. Yeah, 4v4 you can act like one person can literally change the field. So. Yeah, so I was quite surprised. Mark Kelly, how's it going? Alistair is Soulfire can answer this Tuesday. Was your Belfast blind shooting me, or was it? Oh, okay, yeah, that's something for chat. Just waiting for the next setup here. We have, there we go. We already got one. AC Red F. Perfect. Perfecto. Yep. So we will be doing Windy. Let's see. Is there? No, still not. Still no. But. Monopoly Circus versus Lords, which of course if we looked at up at the games yesterday, Monopoly Circus versus Bananas, this is a mid-tier pick versus a high-up pick right there, so that's gonna be a tough game, and I'd like to see if Bananas can pull it out. Maybe they can beat out Always Play Safe. This paid off for them in the past. Unfortunately, they did not handle the push very well. That was kind of unfortunate. I would have shoved both DDs over there and just clobbered that entire area with torpedoes. But I also think the Gascon moving up as far as it did when they finally made that push, that Gascon was just exposed far too much. So, and I think that happened yesterday where Gascon and a Monarch both yesterday exposed himself far too much, and it basically got them killed. So, yep. So we have Windy versus ELGR or Seaworth. So it's gonna be we're gonna have to figure out who's gonna, are we gonna be dealing with a good team versus a bad, or a middle tier team versus a good team, or what's going on here? We'll find out. Looks like we got some people rolling in. But hopefully everyone is enjoying the Rulers of the Wave 13 content. If you do, subscribe, it really helps out the channel. And of course, if you want to join up on Discord or join anywhere else in the community, of course, there's a Linktree link down below. So, and also shout out, make sure to go check out Cthulhu. He's actually watching other games over on Twitch and Facebook. Go give him some love. PB will be joining me tonight for the NA playoffs, so make sure to have those notifications hit so you can see whenever I go live for these streams this entire weekend. So let's see. All right. Still waiting to see who we've got here. We've got Windy versus Seaworth. Okay, so Seaworth had some really good scores yesterday. They 2-0'd ELGR. Right there, so Windy is the underdog. So let's see how Windy does here. Let's quickly go over to live stream. Camera right here. Yep, we are good. We're good. Yep. Thank you for the follow, KYKY. Thank you. No, that was a little delayed there. I just reset everything on Streamlabs to see if that would actually fix everything in it. Seems to have, but we'll find out. We'll find out. We're on Southern Archipelago. We do have a Shapayev, a Nagato. That's an interesting one. Kansas, that's a heavy hitter. A Francesco. I would not bring a Francesco, but that's just me. It can be strong, but yeah, it's a little rough. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna Lepkuchman? I'm sorry if I'm slaughtering your name. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna blame the American training and educational system. I can only blame it for so long, right? We do have the Shapayev. I wondered why it wasn't there yesterday, so that's gonna be an interesting one. Bliskovica, we saw that plenty of times. That was a very strong pick. A Vento, that's another unique pick. I think it's much better than the Luca in that position. And of course, the Zara for the tier is jack crap, so don't bring the Zara. We have the Admiral Hipper again. So we have Seaworth in Team B, and Team A is Windy. So we're just waiting for the game to start, but... let's see. Okay, that's his training. Poltava, a Nagato. Nagato hits hard. I don't mind the Nagato. I'd almost want to say Mutsu is better, but that's just because I enjoy the Trolley Torps. I do enjoy the Trolley Torps. It looks like we are ready. Sims, Vento. Vento's an interesting pick, so we'll see that. Same thing with the Francesco. Kind of interesting. Let's try it out. We are going into Winners Bracket 2-2. If you want to go watch the other game of Winners Bracket 2-1, which is Monopoly Circus versus Bananas, go over and check out Cthulhu's stream over there. You can get all the links, of course, from the link tree down below and or my server. I put that up on Discord. Also, go follow Cthulhu. He's an awesome streamer. So, but we have Windy versus Seaworth. Let's pop this up. Let's go. Let's do a little pan. We got Zinger and the Bliskovica and a Nagato. Let's go over here. We got Kansas, Francesco, Belfast, Payev, and Shenyang. So Kansas, I think it's a great pick overall because I don't really think the Benson or even the Sims really are great. There's a lot better picks of there, but the Belfast just kind of wins over the Jervis's pick a lot of the time. So you got to figure out what other DDs you want to bring. We got Sims and Nagato. AC, BD are taken by each team. This is pretty much how it all works, but we do have the Nagato, Poltava, and Admiral Hipper going north, while we have the Vento, Belfast, and Shenyang going south on Seaworth's team. Now let's go over and check out Windy right here. Zinger sending out those torpedoes from the Bliskovica. Great torpedoes. Not a lot of damage, but good amount of flooding. Shapayev playing it back. That's exactly how I would play the Shapayev. Is you want to be sitting back and shoot only at max range. Let's see, as we have the first rounds fired, Sims is on fire, but firing back at the Shenyang. The Sims guns are pretty good. Shenyang's guns are better in my opinion, but the Sims actually has torpedoes that can hit the Shenyang, so kind of a little bit right there. Let's see. So almost we're seeing a reverse of yesterday's on the exact same map. We were seeing the Shapayev in Kansas go almost middle and the southern route, where yesterday we saw middle north route. This is where the Nagato, Bliskovica, Kansas, and Shapayev just need to shut out these three guys, push them hard so that then they can encircle the north over here. And of course, this northern crew, sit back, relax, just back it up. Just try to hold the cap as long as possible, but make sure you're shooting because, of course, this team is going to do the exact opposite and push over that way. So we're going to see exactly who can win each flank and win it the fastest. Especially with the Kansas. Kansas might just be flexing. I wanna see maybe Fan. I'm actually going to drop down and see what his turrets look like. Fan, where are you? There we go. Pointing south but going north. Interesting. I'd be very careful, especially with that Sims up there, but the Kansas might be the float pool area of that. See, we're looking to probably take... Nope, died out too early. Vento over there. The Vento can be very dangerous to the Bliskovica with that sap, but I don't know if they're really going to focus on that. Not a lot of damage yet. Fan seems to be taking a lot of hits from up north. 2 tier 7s versus 1 tier 8, especially with the Kansas. It's got really just punchy guns, but not fast firing, of course, with 30-second long reload time. So we're going to see if Fan can keep that going and keep alive while taking 1 or 2 of them down. Got the Shapayev going up north and helping, so they flexed up north to try to take out the larger crew group. So basically, Zinger and Pave right down here just need to hold off this group of 3. They're not really pushing all that too hard. Thank you, Captain Base, for the follow. Sorry, I gotta keep on focusing on this. We do have a Admiral Hipper moving on a Belfast, getting pretty close. They are clumping together, so these torpedoes from the Shenyang might hit a few, not hit, of course, not hit the Sims. But we do have at least the Sims is screening for their battleships, doing a great job right at that pop and smoke, making sure that this team can't see everything. Admiral Hipper is playing a little bit at range while the Shapayev pushes him back with the Belfast. All right, so they are focusing the Admiral Hipper. I'm surprised they're not focusing the Nagato, getting one of those battleships out. We still have yet to have a single kill. A lot of damage down there. We do have 3 caps, 2-1 with Seaworth. So now this team can start encircling. Now, can they defeat a turtle strat right here? And it looks like the Shenyang and the Blitzkrieg with those two might be going around trying to. So this is up to the Sims to defeat this entire push right here, along with the Belfast, to see if they can catch them off guard. This is a push trying to get out, and if they can get out, they can be a fox in a hen house type of idea. Blitzkrieg is going off and trying to fire off on that Belfast, while the Sims is just doing a great job screening the battleships, making sure that the battleships can focus on firing, not focus on moving and trying to stay alive. They can focus on doing that damage very well. Zinger taking a good amount of hits. Gus helping out with that firepower right there. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to take out the Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg going down from the Sims. Great work on that. We've got torpedoes still out on that Poltava. It looks to be a full salvo right on Gus. That is going to hurt, along with that Nagato getting taken down pretty well. They need to focus that down, especially with the Kansas's alpha. They could work with that, and or even with the Francesco's average DPM, might be able to keep that down. So first kill on that goes to Seaworth, and maybe the Shenyang next, but they need to push they've generally surrounded that B cap, and they're bleeding points right now, or Wendy's bleeding points. So Seaworth, yep, back it up, just back it up. Unfortunately, still Francesco taking down Gus with the Poltava, so that's a good help on there. But they need to take A, or they need to somehow go down and take D. I really Pave. Well, what's going on down here? Are you just battling a Vento? I would get that. I'd get that Nagato north, especially with that DD. Yeah, I was like, sink, just go up and dump them. That unfortunate is right there. Windy Yep, they've got that. They've pushed into that cap, but at what cost? What's going to happen? They need to take down another ship to regain some points here, or 2, and they're probably going to lose their Nagato down here. That Vento also probably should start turning and just going north. So, right over here, Belfast versus Belfast. Unfortunately, they've taken a good bit of hits as well. So the Seaworth Belfast will be going down, but that early cap advantage, can they hold it? And all right, so they got a little bit. Let's see what Sync's going to do with the Nagato. Belfast going down. Windy has taken the advantage by 8 points. The caps are exactly the same. Let's see, going down. Yep, I was like, you left your Nagato out right there. Can they kill anything? I don't think so. Yep. Seaworth's point advantage, and then, yep, Seaworth wins right there. Nice work on that. Windy, get those caps. You lost that cap early. You had a whole turtle. I don't know why you just didn't go full force right into that Nagato, and I believe that Poltava. Oof, leaving that Nagato down south just by itself was just asking, unfortunately, for that. So that was very good plays from Seaworth. So we'll wait for the next game. We are moving on to Friar's Lantern, I believe so. Yep, Friar's Lantern. So hope everyone is enjoying. Captain Bliss, thank you for the follow. Yep. So let's see if Windy can make a comeback here. Do we have any switches out? Does not look right now. Oh, hopefully stream is still holding strong. Oh yeah, only a little bit of dropped frames. We're doing good. Doing good. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. Retta, how's it going? Sorry for the 3-minute delay. Also, it did get changed, unfortunately, or not unfortunately, but just due to how the tournaments run, they want to make sure that there's a 3-minute delay to prevent any other issues there with any form of cheating. So, We are back in Windy versus Seaworth. So let's go. Game 2, fight. Domination Friar's Lantern. This is one of those games again. Once again, you're gonna see a 3-man crew, 4-man crew go each side, and we're gonna see exactly who can make the better push in order to do any form of encircling. Going to be some interesting flanks here, especially with how Friar's Lantern goes. Typically, we have a little bit of area where the flanks can make a major push around those islands, especially the DDs. There's not a lot of, I would say, hard hitting DDs in this crew, but they generally can still finish off a few ships here and there. So A is going to definitely be contested, and B and C are going to be grabbed by each team. So as we quickly do a little flyby of the teams, I didn't see any changes at all. So let's see if Windy can beat Seaworth here. This going into C. Sync and everyone, yep, let's go up in the top view mode and let's watch as this battle progresses. So B and C, of course, are grabbed. We have a four ship group on both sides in the south. The Vento is sitting kind of middle. Just waiting. Vento is actually quite a fast ship. It looks to be going north to try to help out and allow the Shenyang, Admiral Hipper, and Nagato to kind of hold off this crew down here. So let's see how this goes. Sims torps are incredibly slow. Generally look to be missing their target right there. Blitzkavika sending off guns on the Sims. While you do have the Belfast helping out, Zinger taking a decent bit of damage. This is where the Shapayev actually will do really good. It has actually it's incredibly good AP at close range. Its HE, of course, is what it's known for at longer range, burning things up. Great accuracy, great general firepower, but it has to stay at range because it's quite soft. It's quite squishy. So, yeah. Gato, Vento. Vento is moving south in order to probably help out and prevent this push down here. So we have 4 versus 3. We're gonna see Fan moving up like this is a bit dangerous for Kansas. He does not have Zinger protecting him at all. Of course, if you know torps are coming, you can at least generally prepare for it. But Kansas is so big, you need to have a screening DD in front of it. So it does look like Fan's taking a few hits. Yep, still does have the repair kit right there. Shapayev doing a great job right here. Hey, just kind of piss him off up here and get those guns off, while Fan, of course, is having that long reload and allows Zinger and them to take A. So Windy is playing the caps right here very well. Good job on that. While Seaworth looks to be playing the long con. Hey, take your time. Watch as the game progresses. We're in the lead on points. Don't think you're in a rush. Sometimes it's all about winning the war, not the battle. So, we got, yep, Shenyang Torps. We got Nagato right here. So we do have the Admiral Hipper. I think the Admiral Hipper running out right here. I think you really could have just gone around the island and then backed out and helped out Nagato a little bit more right there. I think just kind of going that far south is just asking for yourself to remove yourself from the battle. That allows it. Fan going down from the Exorcist on that. Great work. I really do believe that Kansas shouldn't have pushed up that much in first, but got that cap for just a little bit. Unfortunately, lost it right there due to the amount of damage pushed out. Looks like the Shapayev is not helping as much as it potentially should be, but it definitely might be that annoyance factor. So unfortunately, that tier 8 battleship loss is putting Seaworth at a large advantage, and they still have a cap advantage. So Windy needs to make a push right here, in my opinion. This southern fleet needs to just straight up nuke the Admiral Hipper. You've got push Windy down, Pave down south, have the Francesco Belfast just quickly remove him, stop him from being an annoyance, and then move up and just start encircling. But we're going to see how... Ooh, Shenyang taking a large hit right there, losing a torpedo tube as well. Not much health. We're going to see Sink taking a good bit of damage too. I think we're going to have a trade for the Shenyangs here. Let's see what happens here. Nagato going down from there. Oof. That is another large heavy hitter taking on their map control. They do have B and C, but they're bleeding. They're bleeding ships. The Shenyang's next. The Shenyang's, I think, next. Unless we got Belfast pushing on that. Can Carlo prevent Art from being taken down? Nope. But maybe can they revenge? Can they revenge? Because Sync and the Sims are both pretty low health, and there's a Belfast following them. Yep, I have a feeling that's pretty much it. Yep, crisscross applesauce. Send out those torpedoes. Do your last little bit. You're not living too much longer. Yep, taking down. Great job. Great work on that Belfast, revenging him, and hopefully that Belfast can also take out the Shenyang as well, really helping their team right there. Great, perfect work right there, taking out that as well. Unfortunately, with Zinger going down, they're bleeding ships. They at least have 2 caps, but they're not getting those cap plays at the Shapayev. I'm wondering if the Shapayev is similar to that Talon. It's just not the right pick. But we do have Admiral Hipper playing in right there. Just kind of, they let it be a roamer. And the Admiral Hipper did, I think, a little bit better of a job than the Shapayev. It's a little tankier. Its AP can be crunchy and do a lot of damage. Windy, just unfortunately, just faltering on that one. That was some good patience out of Seaworth. That's the one key thing. And, I think earlier we saw Lords really... maybe they had a little too much patience, and that's kind of was their falter. Seaworth, they showed just, hey, hold it out. We don't have the caps right now. Get it back. Waiting for them. I think Fan's early move at that Kansas, unfortunately, was one of the first kind of death points right there of this entire game. Shapayev getting hit by the Admiral Hipper. It would be very dangerous in that maneuver, but yep. Seaworth looks to be taking all 3 caps, securing it. Shapayev going down, and the Belfast will be joining them as well. We'll go back to ship view. Carlo, as much as you did a great work on the 2 DDs right there, taking them out, unfortunately, the rest of your team, there it goes. Seaworth 2-0 against Windy. Great work on the teams right there. But we will see. Maybe Windy will come back in the losers brackets over there. So we'll have to see how that goes. We're going into the next round, which will be, let's see, we just watched that. Let's quickly bop out and go back to full face. Pop up the music. So as we upgrade and refresh the screen, we've got Seaworth moving forward. We're going to see if Bananas pulled it off and won against the higher rated Circus, but we'll see how that goes as that goes. We have Lords versus ATF and ELGR versus International Armada. Going to the round robin, ELGR versus International Armada is definitely David versus Goliath, so we're going to see who goes there, who exactly works on that side. That'll be an interesting one, and then the next one will be, let's go back, I kind of forgot. Lords versus ATF. So if we go back to round robins, Lords versus ATF. ATF's definitely the underdog there, but Lords has not had it all great over this entire time, so we'll see if that works for that one. I think I'm just going to stay in here until Redman says anything on that, but let's go back to the elimination stages right here. No updates yet. My guess is International Armada wins loser bracket 0.1, and International Armada goes up against Windy. We'll get Seaworth versus Bananas, maybe. Bananas does some weird stuff. They are bananas, that stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Anyone got any predictions? Any particular people they're loving? Big race domination. See, so we will be watching losers bracket 2-2 versus winners bracket 1-1. Okay, so 2-2 right here. So we're watching, I think it's gonna be Windy versus International or ELGR. So we're just waiting on the games. Hopefully everyone is enjoying the content and the games here. Watching a lot of 2-0s. Key critical moments, I think right now the Bananas versus Lords. Bananas, their pushes. So That was pretty good. Waiting for more, waiting for the next invite or wherever we're supposed to be. Do you think the German DD is any good for this? Unfortunately, Tier 7 for German DDs is kind of crap. The Lebrock Moss is pretty good at taking down DDs, but I'd argue that it'd be better to take a few other ship lines. Now, of course, that's contesting because realistically, you could bring the Bismarck, which we've definitely seen as an absolute just tanky heavy hitter. So, I don't know. I don't know if it would make sense. We have seen the Z39 come in, but they've never really performed well, unfortunately. German DDs at this tier are kind of just wonky, and that's kind of the problem with them. So, I don't know, though. Maybe they might work, maybe. I'd prefer much better. The Shenyang is one killer one right there. Just a great ship to pick up. And then to make it work, you want a regular one with regular torpedoes. And I'd argue that there's really no better picks than the Sims or the Benson to take for America. Let's see if I can keep on going through my head on everything for DDs. Yeah, I just argue there's just better DDs of varying areas. So, yeah. We are just waiting on the next game, which will be loser's bracket. Yes. Loser's bracket round 2. See any updates? Anything? So Monopoly Circus 2-0'd Bananas. So we have Monopoly Circus versus Seaworth. And down here we've got loser's bracket 2-2. I believe I'm watching. It's just Bananas versus ELGR. ELGR did beat out International Armada. Nice work, ELGR. With their scores yesterday, they ranked pretty low, if I'm remembering right. Yeah, there was 6 versus 15 on International Armada, so great work on that, eliminating International Armada. So we have Bananas versus ELGR. Bananas lost 2-0 to Circus, but Bananas did win against Lord, so we're going to see Circus maybe just got that right amount of prevention on those pushes from Bananas. As we go forward, we got Windy versus Lord, so we'll see if Windy can come back from their loss with Seaworth, and Lords did win against ATF. ATF is eliminated, and so is International Armada. As things go forward, let's see exactly what the next eliminations are. So let me see, what time is it? I think we've got almost 8 minutes until. Alright, Red. I kind of muted myself for a little while. I didn't think you wanted to hear me all this much. Looks like we do have some movement on the game. Let's see. Waiting for everyone to filter in. But
that's why.
Oh, don't worry about it, Red. So we're just waiting for what was it, ELGR versus Bananas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
That was weird.
Yeah. Doris said that Cthulhu invited them to the other room.
Alright. So we've got the others.
So we've got Windy versus Lords. We'll find out.
Yeah.
We're on standby, everyone. We will find out soon. Let's see. Just waiting in. Hopefully everyone is having a good weekend. It is a crisp 24 degrees, but feels like 5. Just a wee bit chilly. So, luckily I'm under nice hot lights. So, for anyone who's wondering, I am watching EU right now. The EU Ruler of the Waves tournament from 13th tournament. Pretty big one here. And, yeah.
Who is it? Banana.
Are we going to another one? Just following you, Red. Take me wherever.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to take somewhere.
Well, I'm right here. I think until let's see. I think we've got. Yeah, I think that's it. Really, we're just waiting. Windies versus Lords, and it looks like Cthulhu grabbed ELGR versus Bananas. Potentially, so we'll find out what happens.
Okay, we got Bananas and ELGR.
We do? Okay, perfect. Perfect. I was like, hey,
LGR.
he has losers bracket 2-1. I get 2-2.
Yeah, but it looks like it's going the other way around, so.
Yeah, I know. That's okay. That's just fun. Fun and good times running a tournament. So. This is a reminder, everyone, I will be streaming NA later on tonight at 9 p.m. EST in approximately, that'd be about 5 hours from now. So we'll be seeing all of that, how that runs. But you right now, don't forget, definitely helps out, like the video, subscribe if you haven't, hit the notification bell if you are watching on Twitch, Trovo, or Facebook. Liking and following definitely helps out as well. Helps out the channel. It's free, it's easy, and also you get notifications whenever a new stream goes up. So fun times had by all, including a nice whiskey right here. I don't actually have any whiskey from Europe. I need to find some. If you have some suggestions.
To be honest now. I haven't got any good suggestions.
Man. We will have to see. So we actually have some.
No, I'm not a whiskey drinker.
I'm a good vodka drinker. I found there's an American vodka I recently tried. It's a malt vodka. It's interesting. So.
Maybe.
I know. We'll find out. We do have some people filing in for the Bananas.
Going up.
Bananas versus ELGR. So, loses bracket 2-1. Or 2-2. 2-2. Sorry, 2-2. Let's not screw this up. Yep, ELGR is away team, is Team B. And Bananas. We have Big Race Domination, which of course, this is a great map for cap control. We're going to exactly see how each team plays it out. The A cap, B cap, C cap tends to be one where basically either you send a whole fleet there or you just send one person to go there and see if you can get it for the entire game. People kind of just not really care about C, where A and B, you've got a lot more advantage positions to actually do a fight. So you get the Talon again with El Long Dong right there. Let's see how this goes. Hyeda. This is the last 3 games to watch today that we'll be watching. Tomorrow we'll be watching the finals. Which right now the winners bracket finale is Monopoly Circus versus Seaworth. That should be a really good game. Both of them have been playing strong today, so we'll see how that runs out. And then, of course, Losers Bracket 3-1 we'll be watching with Losers Bracket finale going up against the grand finale. It'll be fun. It'll be good. We'll see how this goes. Looks like we're about ready for match.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Let's go.
How do you think this will end up?
Alright, let's get into it. We do have the Vento coming back into there with ELGR, so let's see if the Vento can pull it off again on this game. Got a lot of map control within Big Race. Do a nice little pan around. Jeremy, how's it going? Let's quickly... Oh, we got this Merlin boss right there. Let's quickly go through and get a nice little beauty shot of Bananas.
Banana.
So, Red, I will see you after the match. We got Sims here moving on there. Triller, you got Vento right there. So we do have a team Looks like they are taking a full force right here with the Shenyang, Belfast, Poltava, and Haega all going up to C. Popping over to top view. Yep. Right here, what we can see is Bananas is moving in. They're just going to see if they can try to take C, but I don't know if they know of this entire fleet moving towards C. They are giving up B, so the B contestation will happen later, while ELGR Redbeard is taking A, but not really holding it. So Tomahawk is just going to go in and swoop that right back up, though he does have to watch out for the Admiral Hipper and the Vento, both very destructive ships to any form of DD. Up top, we have KKGR taking a good bit of hits from the West Virginia and the Belfast. These two, just keep these four busy. That's all you have to do. Keep them busy while the rest of your team, we have 4 caps going to Banana side. Once again, cap control is going to be key and critical, but how long can they hold those caps? C is immediately getting flipped over via ELGR from Bananas. Merlin and Boss. This is actually a great combo right here to basically sit with. The Belfast is going to be able to make a very tanky West Virginia, be able to stay alive a lot longer, while also keeping him smoked up so he can do a little bit more damage using those amazing guns. Down here we have the Ashitaka flexing north, going up for Urban, trying to make sure, hey, let's put some damage up on this northern fleet, hold him up and hold him there. Lord Nelson, the Hyeda versus the Sims with Redbeard. Those two are trading. But there's a Shenyang down on Redbeard taking some hits with Tomahawk. Brimstone and Talon are moving up and starting to take on that Vento. Well, the Admiral Hipper definitely needs to help out that Vento as the push happens. Cap-wise is ELGR, but it does look like Brimstone is pushing up, putting Redbeard actually in a very harmful position if those secondaries start to focus them, which I think they are. Redbeard is getting focused on both sides. And no, yeah, the secondaries aren't exactly accurate. They're more volume of fire. So we'll see if that can work out there. No one's dead yet, but there are some definitely low health ships. We have a little of a death ball right up there. Lord Nelson should really get up there and try to be able to send up some torpedoes. It's not much, but we'll try to help out and or swap out positions with Tomahawk. Tomahawk, though, looking and going in for the kill on the Sims. The great guns from the Shenyang are showing off right there. Definitely need to do that, but unfortunately Brimstone has nothing protecting seeing those torpedoes too early, unfortunately. Talon getting taken down via the Vento and the Hipper's focus right there. Brimstone is now all alone against 2, but hopefully Tomahawk can try to help out here and there. So the Bismarck will be definitely a good hammer to actually have to hit. We are seeing Merlin and the West Virginia sit together. Hey, be friends. That's a good grand idea when you do have this much firepower. But of course, KKGR in the Belfast is helping out the Poltava and Haega do some, basically stay alive a little bit with smoke. We're going to see what happens next. Yuki has no support over there, so Tomahawk's launching off torpedoes. I think I would have held off those torpedoes myself, because he's going to come around that corner. I could have gone up by that island and just basically waited for him to go around and start going after Brimstone and then full broadsiding him. But it looks like the torpedoes are going after Net Terminus right there. Shenyang going down on ELGR's side. The point cap lead is still in Banana side due to that early cap advantage and the 2 kills that they have. So ELGR needs to push. Brimstone probably going down next right here, getting taken down. That's a good points back, but they've got to get that cap advantage, getting taken down that Admiral Hipper as well, with Brimstone burning him down. It seems like the last moment points still go to Bananas. So now they're flexing everyone south. They're able to take down that 100-point battleship, retake A. It's a great idea in order to do that. And just let these ships just keep on coming down. Just let them just keep on walking down. You can run away, focus fire, even if you're getting hit from behind. It's a great way. Boss ship could definitely use just being a blunt force object for them to hit for a little bit, and that still would be fine. But they need to take those caps in order to completely secure that advantage. We do have Tomahawk in the Shenyang up north, sending off torpedoes. If they can catch it, it'd be a great way right there. Urban is getting taken down right there, so the points advantage is merely 100. So ELGR needs to make a move, take out Boss, and then try to survive. Unfortunately, Yuki is taking down, or the Hyuga take down boss ship, but unfortunately Yuki is at crossfire of torpedoes right there, just absolutely taking a bunch of hits, getting taken down. Great works, Banana, on crisscrossing them right there. Now they need to take back those caps. They have the DD advantage. They have the cruisers. It's all about staying alive and just mucking with it. Tomahawk, I would go up to C. Don't worry about B. They're going to hold B. They're going to take it back. Get out of there. Don't focus too much. You have the wins right now. Don't push too far. Haida with Lord Nelson just being a little annoyance factor. Unfortunately, you still do have the Haida. It's a lot of shells. So don't do this. Don't snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, Bananas. You're doing great right now. And like that, it looks like Tomahawk's just sending off torpedoes, waiting for Mr. Cakes to be put into a little bit of a crossfire situation once again with those torpedoes. And Merlin needs to stay alive. He can absolutely get dumpstered by both the Hayaga and the Poltava at once. So preferably Merlin stay with Mr. Cakes on that. Don't go up against the Hayaga. The Hayaga can definitely rip and tear you alive. The cap points, they need to get that cap. I would Tomahawk once again. I really would have sent up to C. Ignore B. Just let Merlin sit around and kite around an island. The Belfast can do that. You don't need to totally win this right here, but it does look like they are flipping B. So great work on that. And maybe Mr. Cakes dies. Maybe. But Banana is definitely that map control. That map control was way better. They did a great job with that West Virginia and Belfast just holding up that northern push. Perfect map play overall. I do believe they did that. Talent, I don't see it. I just don't see it. I'm sorry, I don't see it. Do Europeans make whiskey, Jeremy? Everyone makes whiskey. Everyone makes whiskey. Come on. You make it in there. But Merlin doing a great job on that. Bismarck with Brimstone, you were a blunt force object, though. I do feel you could have had a little bit better support there on there, but still, that was a great game one. So let's quickly ready up and make sure that we are not the problem here. Going into game 2 of ELGR versus, if I can remember, Bananas. That's what it is. Bananas. Yep. So, Jeremy, how's it going? Cheers. So we are in loser bracket 2-2. Whoever loses is eliminated from this tournament and goes on to fight in loser bracket finale, or 3.1 tomorrow. So, going domination, we're going right into Trident. Once again, we actually saw an amazing play yesterday. I put up a whole video of my favorite video yesterday of PLP versus Focus of Shit-Faced in Bourbon. They absolutely did an amazing job yesterday in this map, so let's see if we can get another one in this. Let's quickly back away, do a little scan. No changes from what I can see. It seems like everyone's pretty firm on their ship pulls. Still, once again, that Talon down. Maybe I'll see the way. Maybe you can show me the way. Show me the light. Let's go over and scan over ELGR right here. I am noticing a bit of visual lag on my side. Sorry about that, everyone. Scanning through this. It's not as clean as I want it to be. I'll work on that. Net Terminus at the Admiral Hipper. Admiral Hipper are definitely showing they're definitely willing to send that ship far out and wide. So we'll have to see how that works out. We have the Haida and the Shenyang fighting out just a little bit, pocketing themselves, making sure they prevent B, Belfast, Merlin. No one's taking B yet, though I do feel like Mr. Cakes is just going to trundle on in there and just try to sneak in there, or Redbeard will as well. Redbeard's doing a great job putting an island in between him and Merlin in the Belfast. It's a dangerous ship against the Sims. Try to focus on lowering how many ships can actually focus you. That is key and critical to surviving in this game. ELGR does have map control off the bat with 2 caps. I think Redbeard maybe should just... No, Merlin's going for B. Nope. Don't go for B. Don't go for B. Don't push your luck. It's early in the game. Patience is a virtue sought by many, acquired by few. And obviously not by me. Net Terminus is going around that island. Or just trying to... Lord Nelson, unfortunately, has taken a lot of damage and getting a lot of focus fire. Let's see if the last few shots from the Admiral Hipper showing off that accuracy of German cruisers. Great job early in the game taking out the Haida. That is a awesome grab right there. That should immediately free up and allow for the DDs to go in and go after certain ships. Focus more on that. B has finally been taken by Bananas. So this is an early lead by ELGR. going into game 2. Brimstone taking a lot of fire from 4 ships. One of it's still in equal tier. So I would definitely, if I was Brimstone, back off. Try to see with Talon right there. Unfortunately, it does not have much support, especially with the Hyuga and the Vento. Vento just being a brick, just being, hey, I'm a health pool. Get Terminus firing in though as well with torpedoes from the Shenyang in there. Brimstone's all alone, needs to back out and get out of there. Now let's go over to A side. We have the Poltava and Mr. Cakes pushing up. West Virginia pushing up as well, just being a blunt instrument, just torpedo beating in between those torps. Didn't have to hardly do anything. We do have the Belfast and the Sims over here, though I will say Mr. Cakes and Sims are not really looking so good there, but they have the lead on points. Great work on that. We are seeing the Shenyang and the Hyuga move forward. Yep, Yuki, pull away. You've taken too much damage. Back up. Same thing with Brimstone. You're backing up. You're getting out of there. Let some other ships take that hits while you're healing up. Net Terminus not being as much of a roamer as I thought, but maybe the Talon is preventing it. Bismarck and Boss ship right here getting taken down, right? Yep, Redbeard doing a great job, but now Redbeard is all by himself against the Shenyang. Can he survive? I don't think so. It's gonna be a dangerous little combo right there. Net Terminus taking down Brimstone. Nice work on ELGR's team. They have definitely taken a more aggressive approach on taking down right there. Another one, at least Bananas has taken down one of them. No overwhelming victory for ELGR this time. We're going to see how well they can keep on pushing on this. Talon backing away. Net Terminus pushing up with the Hyuga a little bit, with Yuki just sitting back. Just, hey, wait for your turn. KKGR taking out Merlin. Nice work on that. This was a quick and decisive win from there. Mr. Cake is taking still a good amount of hits, but Bananas has taken significant losses, lost the caps completely, and now it is roundup time. It is just to make sure that basically they can work with Mr. Cake. Should be able to take out Tomahawk, but that's just a tougher game of who can hit well and who's got better RNG. Talon, unfortunately, just running with his tails behind his back. Net Terminus, Yuki, and Makis all have an insane amount of firepower. Ashitaka's a good amount of damage, but once again, it cannot take hits. So there goes the Talon as well. Going down, ELGR did a great map play early on, taking out a particular ship with the Admiral Pepper. Great job and great work from ELGR in Game 2, making this a 1-1 on such. I think Bananas that lost that DD early on and not taking B early enough, that was a bit of a trouble for them, and they just weren't able to keep up with the amount of points. The Vento showing it can take a few hits and do that, but Brimstone, once they lost that DD, basically Brimstone had nothing protecting it, and unless they would have had a Belfast over there, they wouldn't have been able to hold up that flank. Mr. Cakes and Tomahawk, let's watch the last little bit here. Tomahawk, let's see if he can. Nope. ELGR loading that HE, showing off that Poltava accuracy. Great comeback from ELGR. Also, KKGR, I love your portrait. Got that. How's Hayata doing in these matches? Not incredibly well, but still not bad either. There's worse picks. So great work from the ELGR team, and yeah, that goes on to game 3. It's getting tight. So, all right, game 3. Yeah, I think it's game 3, 1-1. Yeah, because Bananas won the first one. Yep, deadlock. We're going. It seems like everyone just kind of popped out just a little too quick. I think you just got the answer. Yep. Overall, I think that was really great. A great comeback and great show for ELGR's team. They played the map better. They played the caps better in that way. Looking forward to round 3 fight. Let's pop up that. So far taking a coffee break and canning cranberry juice. Nice. So far, hopefully you've seen The Departed. What are you on your period? Having that cranberry juice? What? For anyone who doesn't just watch the movie, it's just an inside joke on that one. Okay. What is the magic trick? And it's gone. Yep. No, I think that early loss of that DD was the end of it. DDs are highly critical to a lot of team play, and especially map play. So let's see. I think the Talon, though, we've seen it work at certain times. We've also seen it not work most of the time just because it has that just enough armor, and its guns just aren't as punchy and aren't as great as the Donskoi's size guns for tier for tier. So looks like we're just waiting on the next match. So Deadlock, once again, this is going to be some cap control on this. We're going to see exactly where the matches roll out from here, but it is 1-1, so we have a tight game. ELGR versus Bananas. Let's go. Last game of the day for EU, because I will be streaming the finale tonight or the playoffs again for NA later. Let's go. So, pop out a ship view. We've got Merlin over here. We got the Shenyang and Talon, Brimstone. I have a feeling we're probably going south. Yep. And it looks like also, the West Virginia going middle. It's trundling along. It's slow. Lord Nelson, the Haida, and the Ashitaka. Lord Nelson, I have a feeling, probably going to play this a little bit more conservatively. We'll find out. Belfast, red. The Vento going north, while the Admiral Hipper is going south. The Vento's got that speed to be able to do that, so that's great. Hyuga, Poltava, Shenyang, all going. So it looks like ELGR is just forgetting C. Just forget it. Hey, let's push and focus on A and B. And what that allows for you to do is an early try to grab all those caps, and then also an early kind of kill, because of course they're not expecting that many ships going a uniform way. We do have Admiral Hipper going down south of the Hyuga and Poltava. I have a feeling that's going to be a bit for a screening position and a roaming position. We have seen the Admiral Hipper used by ELGR as a roamer, just kind of able to be a pest on an opposite side of where they're focusing their guns for Bananas. So let's see if the Admiral Hipper can be just that, and or just a good screener to prevent that. We have the Shenyang firing off torps on Boss at long range. We've got 2-1 on caps. ELGR definitely pushing forward. Yuki taking some fire right there. Redbeard and KK taking some fire. Lord Nelson with the Haida sitting back there, probably waiting for some cooldowns of some skills and some torpedoes. Talon making a push here. This is where the Talon might actually also somewhat help in its situation, as you're able to shut down roamers because of those good 180s on that. As we keep on going, Brimstone is in a long-range duel with a Poltava and Hyuga. That's not exactly the best place for the Bismarck to be in, but it's not as bad as a lot of people think, as long as, of course, you can have your Shenyang firing off torpedoes just in that general direction. Nice little widespread here. Catch a few torps, it's better than missing all of them. So great work on that. Prevents Mr. Cakes from having all guns on there and pulling Mr. Cakes out from the battle. Hopefully Bananas will also take up this advantage for a full broadside. Poltava hit from the West Virginia. Great hit from that. Great combo smack. Hopefully they can follow through on that hit. Mac is healing up and taking a few right here. Now we do have Sims and the Shenyang making some moves in the middle. I have a feeling both of them should definitely focus down Lord Nelson again. Eliminate that DD early on, while they do have the Shenyang torpedoes going out for Boss. I don't know, are they going to be able to get Mr. Cakes? I do know they're probably going to be getting Lord Nelson here. They've got a lot of firepower here, and the Ventos probably filling up a full broadside for Lord Nelson here of SAP. KKGR is trying to move in and try to help out right here. Looks like the Sims is going to be taking down the Haida. Great work on Redbeard right there. A switch over at caps. 2 Bananas on B right now. ELGR does have the lead on points. ELGR now is looking to move down south. They are up 1 DD, so they don't want to push it too much. Macus is going down, so we have 1-1 with the battle, or actually just with a battleship and a DD and take out. Sorry, I got confused there. Now, Mr. Cakes is up here just healing, exactly doing it. That's 100 points. Don't die early. Sometimes you can come back and win the game later. Allow your team. Redbeard taking a little bit too much damage. We do have the Ashitaka. Urban has taken a good amount of damage. If they can try to get a fire or permafire, that'd be great on it. So far, you should watch the movie. Long Talon once again. You gotta get those guns in there and get ready to smack. I don't think the Talon's really helping out too much here, but we do have a cap flip onto ELGR's side. ELGR is leading by 30-ish, so let's see if they can add more on there. Redbeard is pretty low, while Yuki is looking to dodge a full set of torps. That might be enough to hold it off, but Urban is pretty low as well. North-south fight with 2 caps leading on ELGR's side. Brimstone still pretty tanky. That's a good situation to be in. ELGR with Redbeard launching off torpedoes, trying to catch off the boss, try to take that down. Not really seeing exactly a target. No, we're not seeing any particular ship go down specifically, and that's a problem right there. Is you need to focus fire in these situations in order to make sure you're seeing crisscross applesauce on fire. No, everyone should be firing and focusing down one target if they're all within the same radii. So you want to make sure that you're having your Belfast, your Vento, and your Sims all shoot at boss ship, not having one person targeting another in that. I saw some bit of crossfire, so they need looks like they're cleaning it up. Looks like boss is now they've got it down. They've gone, okay, hey, focus. Long here, Talon would be a great pick. They're going up here and take that boss going down, adding another 100-point lead to a team that already has 2 cap lead. We're going to see if the Talon can come up here and try to focus down and take down the Admiral Hipper. But unfortunately, you've got Belfast, a Poltava, and an Admiral Hipper hitting the Talon. The long reload of the Talon and the semi-accurate guns. Let's see if those can hit. That looks like a full miss, unfortunately, all while you're giving a full broadside to a Poltava. That's a bit rough. Though we do see Yuki over here in the Vento is moving up. That's a bit dangerous with the Shenyang there, but that's if they have sap loaded with the Vento. Else the AP doesn't really do that much. Brimstone moving in right here. Bananas needs to make a move. Bananas needs to get a few kills off the board. So we need to see some things removed. We need to see a focus on net, especially Brimstone. Take out Net Terminus. Take out, focus on taking out Mr. Cakes even. You need to get those particular ships down, and Belfast needs to just rip apart. I don't know why the Belfast is focusing Mr. Cakes. One round of AP could take out Redbeard even. Like you need to focus on taking out ships that you can take out first. Let your long range ships, or let out the roaming Talon, take out the Poltava. Bananas, come on, you can do it. I'm not exactly rooting for anyone, but I'm just like, if I was in that team, I'd be calling out those shots. We have the Shenyang going out there. We get 8 seconds. Unfortunately, it's that cap game that ELGR played, taking those 2 caps and getting that key critical win once again. Right there, Brimstone probably going to be taken down too as well, but there it is. ELGR winning Yuki and the Vento. Not a pick I would do, but I would definitely. Yep, so. Losers bracket 2-2 goes to ELGR 2-1. Great work either way, Bananas. I think there was some missed calls potentially in that one, but that's from my opinion. I'm not always right. Might be wrong. So, but to me, there were some definite ships that should have been removed pretty easily, and that could have potentially got you to win. But we are done for today, if I'm right. I mean, am I right? We're done.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done. Well, thank you for being my host, Red. Cheers.
No problem.
Do you have a favorite game from today?
Probably that last one. It was an amazing comeback from LGR there.
Oh yeah. Definitely agree with that. ELGR got their butt kicked in the first one, and then just completely changed it up.
Yeah.
They paid a little bit too much patience, and then they were like, all right, cool. Patience is a virtue sought by many. Now we found it. So great work on that. Yeah. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the content today. I will be on later for the NA stream as well at 9 p.m. EST. And of course, tomorrow I'll be watching the finals. I'll probably be joined with Red again, I'm guessing, tomorrow.
Most probably, yeah.
All right, perfect. I'll look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have a good one, everyone.
You too, man.
Peace.